Well, morning, fellow zombies. This is another darkened log. It's the 12th of September 2025 on a Friday morning of 3:13 in the morning. Shout out to the guy who does Fair and Balanced in Ring of Fire. Yeah, I imagine he needed to take a break, pal, because I wouldn't blame you anyway. It's here to be the diary of the griever named John Weaver, which would be me. And I woke up this morning having an upset stomach, not just because of dreams, but because of the political nightmare we're all in right now. We can't even find a way out of this shit. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing in getting out of this mess. Nobody does. We all have this thing going on right now. We got the left side being automatically blamed for something we didn't do. The shooting happened a couple of days ago out in at a Utah university. And one of the right's beloved speakers, who was also the recruiter of more maggots coming into their fold, got silenced by a bullet. And at this point, I haven't got any information whether or not the FBI got off their dead ass to get this guy or what. Apparently, what's being told by the independents as they're trying to verify things. Kash Patel is supposed to be in charge of FBI. He's mangling it up. He got rid of people in the Utah office that would have helped him out regarding the manhunt. And so far, they haven't got any leads. They finally got the guy's picture. They're trying to do a cash reward, money reward in this guy. They still can't find him. Local law enforcement still hasn't located him. And I think he's a 25-year-old white dude. I was looking at the picture. I may have gotten a few things crossed on this one. I could have sworn he wasn't a 25-year-old. Could have been a little bit older than that. The 25-year-old is going to have that much anger and hatred in him that he's going to be taking someone's life. And how he planned his escape, or how he did his escape, left all of everything around him. Someone kept saying on Fox News this was a professional. I'm like, no, I don't think you got it, the idea, Boo. I think you got it wrong in your dumb shit. If he was professional, he would have already planned this damn thing out, one way or another. This was amateurish at best. He may have been practicing on target practicing. Now, not when it comes down for taking someone else's life. So he's not military, he's not law enforcement. And leaving clues behind, that's not a professional either. Way too damn young. But he did have a burp his ass. Maybe trying to make it political by having rounds marked off with a couple of things in there to make it look like it's political. I still think the guy's got to burp his ass. It's Charlie Kirk, period. So, we'll find out when we get this guy caught and they start tearing apart his social media and computer files, and the FBI starts revealing that to the public on what this guy's problem is. Meanwhile, the rest of the world's going crazy. One of the independents I was watching out was concerning about how Canada is dealing with the United States regarding the United States water issues. Great Lakes, large bodies of fresh water, long time ago had a pact with the United States concerning about water issues. But because of Trump's inability to be a businessman, to conduct trades professionally, while he's throwing tariffs and tantrums around, he screwed over the United States ability to get water from Canada. and to be civil about it. So Canada said, on you, to America. We have a lot of water needs and a lot of water issues in our cities and towns in agriculture. And because of climate change happening at this point over here, you can't deny the damn thing. We're losing it. We're losing water, fresh water. There had been technology a long time ago about desalinization plants. You think this asshole would ever think about this one? Or any other previous administrations funding these kind of programs? No. So we did destroy ourselves again, America. We screwed up. Royally. It's not voting in administration. It's beyond that. We're going to be self-sufficient. We're not self-sufficient. The problem is when we deal with a global market, we're all interdependent upon each other. I mean, we are dependent upon each other for our materials, for our goods, for our produce. But one country going solo and think we can do it all? Now I know Trump's already lost his mind. I don't think he has any rational thought left in his head. From what I'm seeing in the pictures that's being passed around on social media, I don't think Trump's health is going to keep him going these days. I'm assuming pretty surely he either strokes or he has a heart attack. And then I got J.D. Vance out there posting crap, and he's still trying to keep off the radar. Every other damn Trumplican wants to get photo ops over anything and everything. Yeah, we did destroy ourselves in November 2024. Enough for me saying that, but I'll say it again. We did destroy ourselves, America. And the world's adjusting away from us. And we have to keep these videos going. I have to keep my own video going. We keep reminding the world and future posterity just what the hell happened to us. By us buying the liners coming from grifters, thinking they're going to help us out. We sabotaged ourselves and part of the world at this time. And Trump's trying to show that he's a bigger authoritative asshole. He's still allowing military. He wants more military in the streets. He wants more DA agents. We got crimes happening that needs to be solving. He doesn't care about that. He wants to save streets. So he can get a photo up to go over to a steak dinner place and feel comfortable with that. I'm showing America that we're safe. While we got protesters telling him otherwise, that our economy's going hell in a handbasket, he can afford to get a steak dinner. I hate to tell this asshole, but regular people can't even afford a steak dinner these days. You got the restaurants out there asking themselves, where's the customers? Where's the customers? Well, at this point, outside the shop salivating because they can't get in because there's no money. It doesn't matter if we happen to raise the wages. They'll still cut hours because there's not enough coming into the restaurants to pay for the high wages. And not to mention the food supplies drying up. I'm looking at prices of milk and eggs going up. Bread's going up. Nuts are going up. I eat a lot of almonds and walnuts these days for my own digestive. If I can't do the greens for roughage, I'm doing nuts. As much as I like them, but there's only so much the body can absorb of the nutrients from nuts before it does crazy. And then again, how the hell am I going to be able to get any replacement items if the tariffs are so damn high I can't afford them? There's things called buy again. Actually, there's a little um, section in Amazon Prime called buy again, which means it keeps a shopping list of what you bought. I buy a lot of pads, a lot of blue pads, chucks, and I use them for myself to deal with my dog and me. And they have to go through them a lot. But recently I've been saving and salvaging what's on the floor to the point where I'm stretching these damn things out for a long while. They're like $22 a box. Or 23 with that sales tax, shipping, and everything else going on now. And they cost 2 or 3 times a month. I'm doing economics in my head, financials. I have to keep checking how much I got left and how much I'm willing to spend per day, if possible. But the Trump administration doesn't give a shit about that. Old Gasback says, we're getting trillions and trillions from everybody, we're rich. No, we're not, you son of a bitch. Getting the money out of the people, it's not trillions and trillions, it's trickles going into the coffers of your pocket and somebody else's pocket. And we did this. We allowed this shit to happen. We got government systems shutting down on us. Social Security's still under attack. And it's no wonder that one of the guys out there who kept screaming and yelling about Trump being a worse tyrant than we've ever seen, he's getting off the air. He's burnt. He's got an overloaded work schedule. And he can't deal with it anymore. I understand how he feels being burnt alive like that. He needs to take a long rest. He's planning on coming back, but he needs a vacation more. He's been warning us for years what's been going on with the Trump, and we haven't followed through. And as I've been saying before concerning about Charlie Kirk's bullshit, he keeps throwing shit around to people. Fear, aggravation, anti-Christian values. He claims he was a Christian. He wasn't. I don't think he ever knew what it was. Going out there to debate people because of his own damn human arrogance and hubris. Now he's dead because of it. And the right's gone ape on this one because they want to make him an absolute martyr. In fact, the Pentagon was forced during a 9/11 memorial service to bend knee to Charlie Kirk. Kirk never served military. That's what's being told out there. He had low regards for the military. He had that on record. And the Pentagon embarrassed themselves by doing that shit. Bending knee to a podcaster and a bullshit artist. A lot of veterans groups got pissed off about that one. I can imagine. If my brother was still alive, he'd be going after him too, verbally. Physically, my brother wasn't able to last several years of his life. That he would make a stink. Which I'm kind of surprised the veterans groups out there didn't make up a stink either. Or trying to say that it wasn't the liberals who planned all this shit. Because it's the guys in charge right now of all three branches. They're pointing the fingers at everybody else and saying it's your fault for causing all these messes that we have. No. As I said before in my videos, accountability, transparency, and responsibility. All three, and they keep yelling at it. So we're going to keep calling it to them in their face. Nancy Mace was one of those people who got called in her face by a reporter. And she was belligerent. Got embarrassed. Good. She needed to be. The Democrats did not cause Charlie Kirk's death. But both sides of the aisle allowed this shit to happen because of we allowed more guns and more ammo out there. And since Utah's laxed on its guns, perfect opportunity. Texas allows that kind of a situation, and they're getting more shootings. Yeah, America is a great place to look at, especially when we're trying to create more blood and stuff out there. So if these videos actually survive us all, at least we have some things on record that actually are the reality and truth. But then again, someone else's truth is different than what the reality is. No matter how they spin the truth, reality always bites them in the ass. Go get them, Karma.